Alright guys, 5:30 in the morning, slept in a little bit. Normally work, we gotta get up at 3. We're gonna check the pool, trying to pump off. One good thing is let it run all night, helps with the cloudiness. You gotta circulate that water. And then we'll hit the road, get ourselves a biscuit. Most important part, get a bang. And got the toolbox. And we'll head there and put the tub in. Alright, the pool is definitely looking a lot better. Hard to show on camera, but I mean, you can see the bottom. Alright guys, here is the spot the tub is going to go. There used to be an old pizza looking wedge tub in there. So we're going to have to make this other tub fit. We're going to have to cut them pipes out, re-put a new hole in the floor, and then connect drain. The tub is here. Alright, forgive the echo. We're inside a little box. Alright, here's the old shit. It's gonna be a little different because this is a trailer and they use weird ass shit. So we're just gonna cut all this contraption off. This is PEX lines, older PEX, but the PEX fitting or shark pipe fittings do fit on these. So we'll end up cutting this. We're gonna get the tub. We're just gonna set it in here. Find out where the drain hole is. We're gonna trace it. This isn't professional. You just gotta do what you gotta do. So, this is an old breather vent, an old drain. So, like I said, we're gonna cut that. Slide the tub in here, mark the floor, cut our little hole. All right, we got the drain for the tub. You got all your parts. This one's a Schedule 40 one. Little kit. You don't want to get the ones that it's a thinner pipe and it has these little it's not really an O-ring. It's kind of like an O-ring, but you just stick it together and tighten it. You want to get ones where you just glue it and it'll be there. As long as you do your primer, cleaner, and glue, you won't have a problem. You're gonna test fit it. When you fit the pipe, get a marker, put a line, 2 line. So when we take it off, the glue it together, you know exactly where it goes. All right, after a slight detour to Home Depot, need an axle. We're gonna cut this pipe in the floor. That pipe, cut it, cap it. And then we gotta cut a hole in the floor for the drain. And we got the shower walls, and we're gonna be cutting a hole in the wall, putting braces and all that. Alright, use your glue. Make sure you get your primer. You get it primed nice and good. Outside your pipe, you want to wipe it with a rag, then prime it. It's a cleaner primer, but you don't want too much junk because it'll get in your can. And you're going to want a pair of channel locks up in these because they're retarded with the lid. You don't want to get a whole lot, but you just want to swirl around in there. This is a drain plug, so it's just a cap. We're just capping. So it's not real crazy, but when you put it on, push it on and hold it because the suction will want to push it back off. Hold it for about 10 seconds. Push it on in. Just sit there and hold it for a little bit. And then you're good to go. Make sure you test fit dry first before you put the glue on there. Make sure it actually fit. You can get it in there, but prime it, then glue it. All right, here's your hole. This is going to be where your overflow is for your tub. This is the Schedule 40 part. This kit, it's going to glue together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue just this piece in. It's just going to go in there and down. This piece goes under your tub, and this one, the way this tub is angled, they're gonna sit. So this will need to get cut shorter. So what I can do is I can actually glue this piece into here, glue this piece into here. So that's 2 less pieces you have to worry about lining up because the trailer's round. Now you got your TY. You look inside, see if you can look inside. There's a little ramp, well, there's a little ramp. So you're gonna want the ramp facing like this. So if your tub overflows, the water will run down and straight down. If your ramp's the other way, the water will run down and back into your drain. So it won't drain right and get bubbling and all that. So just make sure you look at this part or the water will just go straight down if it overflows. Make sure you're test fitting everything first. Don't just start gluing them together. I mean, like I said, you can glue this together because it's just round. There's no orientation on that. It's gonna be the same thing. Get your primer. You're gonna want to prime around. Just go around about as much as the pipe's gonna go in, maybe a hair more. But it's gonna prime and clean. You just set it down so it's standing up, make sure it doesn't get in the dirt or nothing. And the same thing with this. There's a little lip where it stops, so you don't really need to prime past that. So you get that all primed. Just let it dry for a minute. Same with the glue, you're gonna wanna kind of knock some of it off because there's a bunch. You can put too much, but I usually do a little bit on each piece. Just make sure you get a good fit. And you just swirl around. And then you're just gonna push it together and then hold it. It should be pretty good. Saying it all squeezes out and you don't go worry about cleaning it up. It doesn't matter. Same, and then that's there. So that's pretty good. And we can actually just test bolt that in. Now this is a retrofit, you know, we're making a standard tub fit in a trailer, which usually takes odd size stuff, but we're gonna make it work. Same thing with this one, this is the bottom one. We can glue it too, because we're just gonna cut off whatever we need. We'll test fit the 2 parts. And we probably can glue this into that too, as long as it's nice and even. And then we can just test fit, and you'll mark, and you'll hacksaw it. If kind of doing parts like this, it takes less out of the equation. I see a lot of people trying to line all of it up, put little marks, or just take it apart and try to glue it all back together and fit it, and you may run into problems. So once this is glued, that's it. You're not gonna get it apart. It's pretty much welded. Same thing, little glue. Just go around, make sure it's even. Run around the inside too. Give it a good old push together. There we go. Make sure you get the right one the right way, because if you put the short pipe here, it ain't gonna work out. Threads bottom. All right, I'm gonna get this flipped over and we're gonna test fit it.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, they're worth
And
it.
you can tell my blade needs change because it's doing more burning than it is cutting. You can smell it.
They cut metal, tile, anything.
Pretty smooth finish too. Oh, that should be enough.
It's old PEX water lines.
How
I don't know, you might want to turn it down, let that water, shoot that water up to the bottom since it's got water pressure.
Where'd that hole go?
Where that?
Well, I'm not digging through insulation. I hate that shit.
Oh, beehives. I don't know how good you can turn it bend.
Oh, you can rotate it. Right there, yeah.
Yeah, it's got it.
Oh,
It's got it.
well, all that's coming off anyway, so.
We're just trying to drain the water out of these lines.
Sorry, y'all. Trailer had to take a leak. Well, yeah. Yeah. My question is, which one's hot and which one's cold?
This one's cold.
Well, yeah.
That's why it helps to run red for hot and blue for cold. Because otherwise you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because after that you have your red and your blue. Then once it mixes, that's where you use your white PEX and all
And
that.
white, red, blue, whatever you want to use.
I prefer to keep it color coded. Like how I did in there, on the hot water heater, red is out for the hot water. Cold water goes in with blue PEX, and I have my pop-off valve drain white. Just so I don't get anything for few. Yeah, you might know it now, but who knows? 10 years down the road, you might not remember what the hell was what. It's all the same.
It is the problem with retrofitting. Trailers are weird. Alright, time to run a water line. Now, we don't follow code. We're not a code followers. This is redneck engineering.
We got these little dealies, a whole pack of different sizes, I think, from what? Got 1/2 inch all the way up to 2.5, I think. For like $30, the cheaper ones. So we'll see how it works.
There's the brand. So, we're just punching through sheetrock right now. It was a 1/2 inch and what, quarter?
1/2 inch and 3/8.
Yeah,
So 7/8 of an inch of sheetrock. Oh, and you always want to make sure you got it on drill mode. For this. When you're drilling through something. Drill through.
And we're running PEX, so it's a little bit flexible. So we're gonna come out of that square hole
Come out.
and then through behind the sheetrock, and then it's gonna run on up to the faucets and. And this cobalt stuff seems to be working pretty decent. Ain't no flex split.
Yeah.
And that's a joke, by the way.
Yeah, that's a joke. We had an associate at a store tell us that all the pros use this new Flex brand.
And not Milwaukee.
And they rated it to be, oh, it's better than Milwaukee. Absolutely not.
So that's our hole. We're just trying to we're gonna get our plumbing up past where the tub's gonna go, so then we can set the tub in.
It should.
And that's one problem with hole saws is that part.
And I'll leave this together in case we need it again. That screws all crazy.
Yeah. We're cutting a 2x4. It's gonna go behind the tub wall. There's too much play in it. We're gonna lay that in behind the wall and keep it from.
Now, granted, the studs on the ends of the lifts are gonna brace it, but still, if you
It's got a plastic brace underneath, but it's just foot and a
Yeah,
half.
it's maybe 18 inches
Yeah.
or so, something like that, or 2 foot at most.
And this isn't necessary, but it just.
I like my stuff to be more stable.
And we got our lines run through the water, just roughed in. Unfortunately, this is after the fact plumbing, which makes it a lot harder. So
Yeah, new construction, not bad. Remodels, hate it.
yeah, that's where the mixing valve will go. Rough area, and that's where the water lines used to be. So they're gonna get shark pipe fitting in and on up.
Now, like Charlie was saying earlier, if I was smarter, I could have bought a left-hand drain where I'm going to build this other sub-wall on the back.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right-hand drain. Drain's on the right. Left-hand drain, it would be over here, and I have to build another sub-wall for my shower walls. And then we could have done all this with ease of access instead of working behind everything else.
But it's hard to get materials now, so you get what you get.
We're going to pick it up and just sit it back, or...
Yeah, well, I want to see if that's where you want that line. I marked it kind of, you can pull that out a little bit, roughly right there.
Yeah, as long as I line up the two,
Yeah, you want to
two
do
corners of the board.
Oh, we're gonna take that bracket off then. No, to pick it up.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oop, sorry. There it's out. Uh-oh.
Hold that. Oh, that's something. Here's that bracket. It's not a very good bracket. It's just plastic. Use a snow scraper. So do you want to go this way more because of the flop? Or what? Just remember, if you run that screw through, it's going to be sticking out under there.
Yeah, dang. Now I can move that screw. There we go.
Yeah, that line's a little ziggy-zaggy. Don't go around the line because the thickness of the tub.
Back a little bit.
Just turn it back. The floor got a little sag room in it.
I'm not going to tighten it all the way down so I can fit that in. Move this one back away from the water line.
Impact driver is another must for building things.
Definitely. But your cobalt's got...
A drill doesn't work as good as driving screws in. It's more for drilling. Impact driver, it's like an impact gun. Way better with screws. Then you want to get Torx bit stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to use this screw.
Probably only needed two, but
Ideally, it'd be a treated board, but yeah, I have these on hand, so.
Well, if you get water under there, you got a bigger problem.
Well, true. What do we got here?
That's not bad.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's right on it. First time.
Now we gotta go underneath and plumb the drain.
Yeah, instead of moving that drain, we're gonna just run a new one. Be easier.
We're not 100% where that goes. It goes under here somewhere and disappears. But where the other drains go, we can just come down with a 90 or a 45 and come over with a 90 to a TY. So we'll get up under there and see how she goes.
Do I give it to you?
Yeah, you can just throw it up under here.
Because I don't want to be with spiders.
You don't want to be a spider? There ain't no spiders. Here's a bee nest.
Wait, that's a bemis?
Yep.
That's wasp.
Yeah, the bees. Well, we're back up under the trailer where the drain's gonna go.
Can I throw this back?
You might be able to. There you go. All right, we're just dry fitting the pipe now. See what we got to do. Which that's gonna come out of the way because it's right smack in the middle of the way.
This.
Yeah.
Sawzall.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's pretty solid. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna sawzall that old gas line. I think it's old gas line.
Yeah, it's old gas line.
Old gas line. We're gonna sawzall it out of the way because our other pipe has to go right to there.
Yeah, because this was the old gas supply line. Comes here, tees off. This went to the split unit furnace.
Man, that's copper from Fast Crackers.
Yeah, that's copper.
Didn't steal that son, man.
And no, there's no tank, no gas hookup going to this whatsoever. So
We'll find out.
well, if there is, then had a problem a long time ago. I think it's supposed to, because the fall is falling that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way.
So we got our TY. I think that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure.
Sawzall.
The T, but it also Y's. It's gonna go in there, and we gotta probably 90 off the top of it, which then we'll have to cut an itty bitty piece of pipe, and then 90. We'll have to run that way. Probably most likely coming out of here 45 or 35, so we get some. You want things to fall, or you want it to be downhill a little bit. Because if it's flat, it's not going to drain as good, and if it's the other way, it's definitely not going to drain. So you get yourself a little bit of fall, and you'll be good. Make sure you dry fit. Make sure it fits good. You know, could be made wrong, could be a burr. So make sure you fit it, and when you glue it, make sure you push it and hold it for 10 seconds, and then you're good. Read your glue. Some glue takes 30 minutes, 3 or 4 hours to set. Just depending on what glue you get. You don't want to just glue and turn your water right on. So, sorry about the weird light. It's real bright out over there. Let's see if we can move. Here's the metal pipe we have to get rid of. What's up? I'm on camera.
All right, working overhead, you definitely want some safety glasses, and there are 2 guinea wasp nests right here. They're starting to form. Let's see.
We're gonna cut this pipe.
Yep, so we can get our
Do I need to get out of here?
drain.
And somewhere up here, we'll probably cut it. Either swing it out of the way or cut that strap. See if it pulls down.
Do I need any?
You should be fine.
Yeah, just don't get in front of the saw.
Yeah. But if you can get in front of the saw up here, tell me how you did it. Got home.
I'll bring a hammer.
Hang on. Come from the backside.
Use the sawzall, press it all the way up against the thing you're cutting, or it'll just jump everywhere. Too high.
Too high?
Too high on this side.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Break.
Not all you want to cut a little bit slower. You can cut that strap right here. Go across the top, cut the strap.
Probably have to do it from your side. I can't get the angle on it. You got one more strap back there. Let's see if I can
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
There's like a giant wad of
Foam.
styrofoam. Here, hold this.
Apparently this has got a lock.
It's the old death saw.
Whoa. Okay. That's why that didn't want to come out. Now that's out of there.
All right, now we got that out. We're in the middle. Yeah, we're in the process of dry fitting. Which looks like we're probably gonna use 290s most likely.
We're done with the sawzall. We should be able to clear this.
Yeah, so we got enough room. We got enough room to reach to there.
It ain't gonna have enough fall.
I made a whole lot. Let's see, is this one? Got one end glued up. So it's gonna be definitely home. Put these in here too.
Yeah. Get the sawzall on the way. Which it's not. It looks like it does have fall to it.
Yeah.
I mean, the sheer weight of the water is gonna just push it down in the
We're gonna mark a line there.
drain. Pencil.
Big pencil.
Where?
I'm just saying.
Oh. Well.
When you get carpenter pencils, buy like 50 of them.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because you lose them.
Oh.
They make good shims too.
Should we drop that? Cut it below this line so it has enough to sit down in that 90.
Yeah, you just go.
Yeah.
You just want to go ½ inch.
Okay, gotcha.
And now you can just pull that
Yeah.
piece out. You want to clean these up too. See this? Easy way to do it. I mean, you can use a screwdriver or whatnot, but normally you can just take your 2 fingers and this stuff comes right off. And he's gonna fix that because yeah, this stuff it just comes right off. You just if you got some girly hands, you might want to use gloves or something. That's pretty decent. Just pop that in there. It's angled. It's not too bad.
That's gonna work actually. Oh, this got to go in the tub.
I don't jam it that too much.
No, I didn't.
Different.
But Ben, we're going PVC to ABS. You want to look on your glues. It tells you typically what this type of cement will work for. Also important to make note of that and know what you're working with, because other glues won't bond them together correctly.
You don't need to glue it in. I need to get that primed up in there. Tub. Oh, there it is. I was like, what I do with it?
Yeah. Glue.
This end's primed. I always need to prime the tub. Make sure you prime both ends. Both ends is good to be primed. Swash one around a little bit.
Hang on to this.
And you can go a little extra, you know, just when you buy your primer, you'll have tons of can. If you're doing a big project, the primer goes way further than the glue. The glue dries out fast, no matter how tight you put the can or anything.
Well,
They need to make a little toothpaste tube of glue for repairs would be good.
and definitely don't get it right around your nose, because not good.
It's not as strong as it used to be, man. When I was growing up and we used this stuff, you'd be seeing 4 pipes by now.
Let that sit for a second.
Yeah, we'll get this one popped up in there,
Prime it.
and then we'll cut that after this is
Oh yeah.
okay. And don't touch anything.
Try not to.
That's a helper there.
Score 2 lines. Axle. back up a little bit. I don't know. Shouldn't be anything in here really, but if it was just a sink drain coming from here to this.
I can take the clean out.
The what?
Clean out right there. Alright. Save some extra cardboard. It's good to lay underneath things. Cars, houses, trucks, submarines, school buses, all that good stuff.
This damn thing is in the way.
And the next one's your important one. And you make sure you deburr it, clean it up. Update: don't prime your ABS plastic if you have to tie into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it, it eats it.
Yeah.
So.
She's up there looking for it.
Yeah, someone's looking for it. So, no priming. Just glue. Clean and glue. Alright, we should be done with the bottom side here. We got our TY, our 90, our straight, our 90, straight. It's got a slight fall to it, down, fall, and out. So, if the turd floats right, it should go out. So, up to the top side. Look at that butt. Alright, we got pre-drill holes. Run screws through into the studs. Keep the tub from sliding out. When the back shower wall will stand up, we'll screw them in too. And you probably want to run a little bit of silicone right across the bottom before you set it. You don't need to, because there's a lip right here. Then when you put the screws in, make sure you just seat them. Don't drive them all the way in because you'll pop right through your tub lip.
Y'all heard the guy, max power. Push as hard as you can, and if it goes through it, it's good. Nah. I need some screws. My screws are in there.
Sounds like a personal problem. Also, don't use sheetrock screws, they'll rust. Make sure you get if you want to go expensive, you can get stainless. You can get stainless if you want to get expensive, or just get some deck screws that are coated.
Okay, that's not showing.
You're just going to slowly walk it in. Don't crush it down. Because if you do crush it down, it's going to bend that lip a little bit, and then the surroundings will have a harder time fitting to it.
I can't sink that one at all.
Why?
That's pulling the whole thing. Yeah, I should have used a bigger drill bit, honestly. But the way that the walls go on there is it has a hump in the bottom.
Yeah, it's a problem retrofitting. Nothing is square, nothing. You gotta make everything work.
Now it's pull that pretty far.
Which side? Oh.
That was because it's got a gap.